All right, guys, gonna be doing the BikeLink route. I will film once I'm at BikeLink. Might do Black Creek. It does kind of go into that area, but so if I don't do Black Creek, just know that you can connect Black Creek. But yeah, about to go do the BikeLink route. Let's get it. All right, guys, so I'm officially doing the BikeLink route. I'm gonna start at BikeLink. This is where most people can just park and start, but you're gonna head straight for this hill and you're gonna bust a left once you get to the top of this. And you're gonna take a right where it says dead end. And you're gonna follow this road all the way until you see a power line trail. This is about 1.5 to 2 miles long, roughly. All right, that's where you turn in. It's really leafy. Kind of hard to see the trail. Sheesh, it's super leafy back through here. I love this bridge. It's so cool.
Damn, that turn is so hard. Can't forget about these stairs. And now, when we're at this fork, we're gonna bust a left. Man, it feels so good out here. You can do right here, you can stick to the right and get off onto the road, and you can get to Black Creek pretty quick. Or you can take this left and that'll still keep you on these BikeLink trails. We're gonna stick left today, but just know that you can take a right. Let's get it. Boom. And we're gonna bust a left right here. This is quite the climb, so be prepared. You can go up or down. I'll go up. It branches to the same place. Make sure to follow me on Strava if you want to follow this route to a T. Because, I mean, it's not easy to get lost out here, but you can get lost out here if you don't know where you're going. Because there are 0 trail markings. So just keep that in mind if you do plan on coming out here. There are 0. And that's where that other route would end up right there. Looks like someone's been doing some maintaining, which is nice. Because sometimes in the summer, this place will be too overgrown to even be able to ride. Left or right? I'm gonna stick to the right. I want to say those end up in the same spot too, though. Yep, same spot. Oh, what? There's no trespassing now. What? Okay, guys. There was a no trespassing sign. So I had to get out on the road. I will see where this takes us in a second. So I pedaled down the road a little bit and I saw this red marker, and it looks like this is where you dive back into the trails. And Joe was telling me yesterday about how someone bought the property. So I guess he was pretty spot on. All right, guys, took a little water break. Also, shout out to BikeLink for getting my front brake working. And shout out to my friend Tanner for donating this X01 group set to me. Tanner is the freaking man for that, dude. Seriously, I can't thank him enough. Man, it's crazy. Someone bought all of that property. They should make it into like some trails, but they won't. Let's be real with ourselves. Spider web, huge one. That's the one thing about riding by yourself, is you gotta be the guy to go through all the spider webs. Yes. Thank you, whoever cleared this out. Because when this is overgrown, this is a nightmare to ride through. This tree right here, I've never seen a tree that big, or at least that type of tree that big. I think right here I keep going straight. Yeah. Oh, it'd probably connect to it anyways, but I want to take the most obvious route for you guys. All right, sorry guys, had to change out the GoPro battery. We're basically to the end of the end of the first major section of trail. We have to get up onto the road again. And I'll show you there's a couple things you can do here. I am just going to take the gravel road to the next segment of trail. I'm on a tad bit of a time crunch. But you can, there's like some zigzag lines right up through here. It starts right there. I'm not gonna take that. I'm taking the gravel road up to the gazebo right here. I want to say there are bathrooms at that gazebo too, so gotta go to the bathroom, stop at the gazebo. Now what we're about to go to, we're gonna take a right. Once again, follow me on Strava so you don't get lost. This video should be enough to help you guide the way, but follow me on Strava just in case. We're heading to a section that in the dry season or when it's dry, it is 100% passable. Now, if we had a heavy rain, I don't know how you're gonna get across it. So keep that in mind. This road and this trail leads to the same place. Oh shit. Whoa, that's way overgrown, holy shit. And one thing I did want to say is, I call this the BikeLink route. I don't know if Joe and them at BikeLink would claim this, or if they would want to. They do put a lot of work in, and you start at BikeLink, so I think the title is deserved. All right, so it looks like it's gonna be passable today, but just know that it's not always passable. Yeah, if it rains too much, I don't think you're gonna be able to get through this. But man, it is a freaking beautiful area though. The creek crossing. Carry on. You could go right or straight. Go straight if you want to stick to the route. Right, you can escape early if you need to. gonna bust a right here. All right, we're gonna turn left right here. This is the hike-a-bike section. Have to go up that. There might be a way around it, but to my knowledge, this is it. Yeah, that's steep, but there's two steeper ones. I've gotten all of them on my transition. Hey, someone finally got this tree. That tree was down forever. All right, here's the real hard climb. We'll see if I can get it. No, I don't even want to. Not on this bike. You can escape right here, or you can keep going. For the sake of the video, I'm going to keep going. Hopefully, this area that I'm going to is cleared out, but there's no telling. Now, I want to say this is like a 20-mile route. Yes. Now this is kind of tech. Yes. They cleared this out. So this is the second impossible climb. It's just the switchbacks are just too tight. Okay. Maybe since Eileen's bike is so small, I could get it. Nope. All right, guys, just made it to the top of the impossible switchbacks. Now we're going down. I'd be very impressed to know if someone can climb those switchbacks without dabbing. That would be crazy. Another steep climb. Yes, so glad someone cleared this out. Because this gets overgrown pretty easily. I'm taking this all the way over to what we call the boat ramp. So it turns into gravel roads, fire roads, off roads, whatever you want to call them. This is where it can get really confusing. I think everything leads to the same place, but it is a bunch of different directions at some point. I'll do my best to guide it. You can do an early escape to the right, but for the sake of this video, I'm going all the way to the boat ramp. It usually gets pretty nasty back here when it rains, so beware. I mean, moral of the story out here is, if it rains, you probably don't need to do this route, because it's not really designed for actual biking. They're basically just running trails and just trails that bikers have found and started using. With that being said, respect the trails. Don't throw your goos and your hydration stuff on the ground. Be a decent human. This old bridge right here is really sick. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you can connect this to Hillsboro and Helena. Don't have time to show you that route today, but just know that it can be done. All right, guys, we're gonna bust a right here. Just gonna follow this path. Yeah, so normally that is just straight soup. Yeah, see how this mud gets? Like, it can get pretty nasty. So, and this is a dry day. Keep in mind that this is a day where it hasn't rained or anything. And we're gonna bust the left right here. You can probably hear the train right now. And boom, we are at the boat ramp. Boom. All right. Now we're going to go straight. You can go left and go to Hillsboro, go straight and go back to the Black Ridge, Black Creek area. Leads right back into the Black Ridge homes. So there's two ways you can go back to BikeLink. Obviously the first one's an out and back, you just take the same route back. I like to go the road just because it's faster. And on the way back you can pass Black Creek, the mountain bike trails, and hit some trails there. I'm probably gonna skip that today just because I have work in an hour. So I gotta kind of make it home. Black Ridge neighborhood. I'm gonna take a right at this stop sign. And Black Creek's actually straight in front of us. That is Black Creek. So now you kind of know how you could connect those. You just go right into that parking lot right over there. So I just passed the Region Stadium. I'm now passing the practice fields. And I'm gonna go behind Hoover High School, kind of where the football stadium is. Kind of a secret-ish shortcut to connect this with Hunter Street Baptist Church. If you went to Hoover High School, you know where this is. Damn, the headwinds are ridiculous. And now we're gonna cut straight through Hunter Street. Whew. It's humid out here. Boom, here we go. Dude, we're so close to BikeLink right now. I'm sure there's a way to connect it via trail from here, but I just know how to do it from the road. So you do have to hop on Highway 150. Some people might be sketched out by that, but it's just what you got to do. Headwinds are ridiculous. Boom. Just like that, we are back at BikeLink. I'm parked in River Chase, so I'm gonna keep going.